3, 4, 15, 16. I might have a few books to haul. Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name's Molly and welcome to my little corner of the internet where I discuss all things books. Now for today's video, I thought it'd be super fun to sit down with you guys, have a little chat and give you a rundown of all the books that I've hauled in the past few weeks. Now I'll be honest, there's quite a few to go through. If I tried to lift all of them and do that super aesthetic video of holding all these books, I would probably break my back. So I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to run them through with you, give you the tropes and give you my little initial thoughts. Now before we begin, I know that I am super lucky to have all of these books in my possession. I also know that you do not need to have all of these books to be considered a reader. I just decide to spend my money on getting books because it's what brings me happiness and I get through a lot of books too. So take this video lightly. Please know you do not need to get all of these books. But if you're looking for a new recommendation, then you're in the right place for it. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's start with my first book, which is a stalker rom-com, which is Caught Up by Navessa Allen. This is the sequel to Lights Out, which was super popular on Book Talk. I read and rated that book a 5-star. I loved it so much. I actually listened to that book on audio and I'm starting to think that maybe I should do the same with this, but of course I had to get a trophy for my shelf anyway. I'm obsessed with the covers for these books. She has done so well. Like I say, this is your stalker rom-com with a morally grey MMC. It's a second chance romance going from online to in real life, and there's a cheeky praise kink in there too. I'm personally very excited for this. I loved the first one. I've heard mixed reviews on the sequel so far, so I think I'm going to go into it with no expectations and see how I get on. Super excited though. Then next up we've got a romantasy, and that is by Kaylie Smith and it's Phantasma. This has been all over, and I mean all over my TikTok. I was absolutely sold when I found out that this book has got trials, competitions, haunted house vibes, there's forced proximity and forbidden romance in here. I just know I'm going to eat this up. It follows a necromancer female main character and a phantom male main character. I am so excited for this one, and the cover is so pretty. Now the next book I ended up buying because it had been on my radar anyway, but I found out that the author was going to Rare, and of course I want to get my book signed. The cover is also an absolute delight, and that is Cash by Jessica Peterson. Now this is the first in a series. It's the Lucky River Ranch series. This is set in a Texas ranch, chef's kiss, and this is a grumpy sunshine where our female main character inherits a ranch that the male main character believes should be his. It's city girl meets country boy, and he is a cowboy and she is a boot designer. Sign me right up on this one. The cover is so retro, I'm obsessed. And to top it all off, it's a super floppy copy. I am so excited to read this. Rare is next week, so this is going to be picked up ASAP, and yeah, I just can't wait to read it. Now the next book is not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it is 4, and that is Liv Tomforde's Mile High series. Now being completely transparent with you guys, I actually read the first book, which is Mile High, last year. I DNF'd it about halfway through. At the time I just really wasn't feeling this book. I felt like it was really long. I personally don't think I was in the right mindset for this at the time, but I'm not gonna lie, since I've seen Rewind It Back pop up online, everyone's been reading this series. So many people in the past have told me you've just got to get through book 1 and it gets better. So shock horror, Molly just agrees and she buys the rest of the series. So we start off with Mile High. This is your sports romance with plus size rep, which is my absolute fave. It's hockey player meets flight attendant, and of course he's a reformed playboy. We then move on to The Right Move. This is grumpy meets sunshine, fake dating, forced proximity, roommates with a protective MMC, which I love. Now Caught Up is probably my most anticipated out of the series so far. Once I've told you the tropes, you will certainly know why. This is grumpy meets sunshine, only one bed, opposites attract, baseball player, single dad, meets nanny, coach's daughter, forced proximity. Yes, please, let me meet Kai immediately. Last but certainly not least, I've also got Playaway. This is drunken marriage in Vegas, stepbrother's rival, doctor meets athlete. It's found family and he's absolutely obsessed with her. So written on paper, this book sounds like my ideal series. So I really hope that you guys are right and that when I reread Mile High, I get through the rest of this series, I'm going to be just as in love as you are. Now I will be very surprised if you guys tell me this is not already on your summer TBR this year. That is till Summer Do Us Part by by Meghan Quinn. My edition has the most gorgeous inside art as well. This is Best Friend Sibling Forced Proximity. It's set in an adult summer camp. There's only one bed, it's a fake marriage, and it's incredibly spicy. If I was going on a summer holiday this year, this would be exactly what I have with me by the pool. I also love the cover of this one. It's so pretty, and I feel like Meghan Quinn is so good for adding humour into her books as well. I feel like this is going to be the perfect spicy rom-com for the summer. Now, my next book is my most recent purchase, and I'm so beyond excited for this. It is Nightshade by Autumn Woods. This is the gorgeous special edition from the works. Look at those sprayed edges. Are you kidding me? Absolutely gorgeous, and I'm obsessed with the holographic title on the cover. Now, this is your Grumpy Meets Grumpy. I don't think I've read a Grumpy Meets Grumpy before, but I'm so excited for this. It's a rugby player meets a swimmer. It's hate to love, murder mystery. He falls first. It's a slow burn, a bit of romantic suspense in there, and to top it all off, it's set in a creepy Scottish castle. I'm in love. I'm so excited. And here's a little close-up of the art on the front. It is so pretty. Now, the next ones that I'm going to show you, I have now read. Well, I've read 2 of the 3. First 2 that I'm going to show you complete a trilogy, and then the last one is a little follow-on story. When I tell you this is the most intense dark romance series I've ever read, it has had me in a literal chokehold, and I've loved it so much. You probably already know where this is going. I have got Voracious, Restitution, and Psychotic Obsession by Leigh Rivers. So the Edge of Darkness series follows a psychopath and a dancer. It's giving Touch Her and Die. It's second chance romantic suspense, but make sure you're aware and prepared that there is a lot of blood and gore and murder too. This series genuinely has me on the edge of my seat. Without going into it in detail, Psychotic Obsession is a story that follows on after that. You don't have to read it, the trilogy does complete the story, but Psychotic Obsession follows on with a different character and their story, and oh my god, am I so excited to read that too. The covers on these are gorgeous. They're the indie copies, meaning we've got the inside artwork, which is absolutely divine. I feel like indie copies just feel so exclusive and luxe and special, and I love it. Then sticking with indie, I've actually got a Halloween novella, and this was super kindly gifted to me by Molly. I will leave her link down below. I actually won her book giveaway that she hosted for her birthday, and I'm so beyond grateful. As a result, I won a book on my wish list, and I received No Place to Hide. This is by 2 authors, Harper, Ashlee, and Wren, Hawthorne. This is apparently just straight up smut. I'm not going to beat it around the bush. This has got carnival rides, a game of hide and seek. It sounds super spicy, and with it only being 100 pages long, this sounds like such an incredible night in. Each chapter has got incredible artwork in it, which I'm obsessed with, and I've added this onto my TBR for next month, so make sure you stick around because it will probably come up in a reading vlog. Now, the next book is a spicy dark romance, which I'm super excited for. This is Rich Secret Society. It's a why choose enemies to lovers, and apparently it's got questionable use of dinosaur bones. What does that even mean? That is Dear Reader by Tate James, and apparently it also has a bit of murder. I picked this up on a Good Girls Read Live because Mills highly recommended it, and of course I'm just going to pick up anything she throws my way these days. Again, this is a super floppy copy, and it sounds right up my street, so of course I'm diving in. I cannot wait. And then the last thing I have to share with you guys is actually a special edition box set. I genuinely want to pinch myself that I've been gifted these because these are the most gorgeous books that I've ever owned. I'm really testing my muscles by lifting this with my opposite hand, but this is the special edition collector's box set of the Caravel series by Stephanie Garber. So in order, this series includes Caravel, Legendary, Finale, and lastly Spectacular. Spectacular is the illustrated novella, and all 4 books come beautifully foiled on the hardback. The Caravel series is a YA fantasy. It includes dangerous games, a magical world, hidden identities. It has a lot of mystery to it, and it's got a slow burn romance in there too. I read Caravel years and years ago, and I loved it. I'm so excited to dive straight in and finish the rest of the series, and knowing I've got these gorgeous sprayed editions. Oh, my collection is absolutely insane. I was very kindly gifted these by the team from Hachette, so thank you so much. Certainly gonna look incredible on my shelves, and I just can't get over that foil. That is incredible. So those are all the physical books that I hoard in the past few weeks. Like I say, I am so incredibly blessed to be in the position to be able to buy myself some gorgeous books, to receive some too. Some were gifts, some were purchased, and then as you saw, Caravel was gifted to me by the publisher. I would love to know down below what your most recent book is that you hold, or what is super high on your wish list. I feel like at this point, book buying and book reading are 2 separate hobbies, but both I love and do very, very often. If you guys enjoyed this and would like future book haul videos, then do let me know. I absolutely love filming these videos and you guys have been super supportive and lovely. I genuinely cannot express how grateful I am if you have made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for sticking around, for showing me all the love and support. You guys are absolutely amazing. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week and I'll catch you soon. Bye!